Hi Surabhi, hi Shrestha. Okay, am I audible without any background noise? Because I'm not using a headphone, an earphone rather. Can any one of you confirm if I'm audible without any background noise or anything because I'm not using any earphone? Okay, all right, thank you. Thank you for confirmation. Thank you. Let's just wait for a couple of minutes before we start because today's session is something which probably most of us, irrespective of gender, we have been, we have faced this issue basically. So I'm just going to wait for a couple of minutes before we start. All right. Okay. What's the time right now? 8:03. Okay. 3 past 8. We'll just wait till 5 past 8 and then we shall start. I see Tanvi has joined. Hello, Tanvi. So we'll wait for, I think, 2 minutes, 2 more minutes, and we shall start. Thank you, Shrishta. Thank you very much. I think 1 more minute we'll wait and we'll start, and then people can join as and when they have to. Or they can also watch the recording. But watching something live is like you can just communicate. And this is something, this topic is very close to my heart, body shaming. So, yeah. Hello, Snigdha. I have to memorize the account name for so many people so that I can, just address you by your actual name. So I think we can just start, people can join us and when they have to. So body shaming is today's topic. And I'm going to start with few statements that I had jotted down, which I have heard since my childhood, or I have also heard people, telling each other during okay, so people, addressing each other very jokingly, telling each other these statements. So I'm going to just read out those statements first, and probably then we can actually start the actual topic of body shaming. So coming to the body shaming part, so there are a few statements. The first statement is, you would be a knockout if you lose body weight. You need to eat and put some meat on your bones. Like, कुछ खाती क्यों नहीं हो? अरे हड्डी दिख रहा है. This kind of statements. This dress is definitely not going to fit you. Why don't you try something from the other sections? Are you really going to eat all of that is there in your plate? You are so fat. Your body is disgusting. You are so short. I can use you as a hand rest. Wear something that matches your complexion. I look like an animal. I don't look at mirror. I have something, I have a curtain in front of mirror. I hate myself. I have so much of acne and pimples. The pillow is just like you, so heavy. Why don't you eat something? Why don't you stop eating? Oh, you can be a good hand rest. Oh, you know what? You would be able to know the weather forecast before anyone else. Don't go out at night. People will not be able to identify you, huh? You don't have any blood or what? Oh, you have body hair. You are so chubby. How many of you are accustomed to statements like this? How many of you have heard statements like this or similar statements like this? So I can see 4 people are watching me live right now. So how many of you have heard statements? I am definitely have heard majority of them in my lifetime. So how about you? I see Surabhi has said me too. Snigdha has said me too. Yeah, Snigdha is saying me. I have heard. Okay. What about Shrestha? Surabhi is saying me. Yeah. Shrestha, what about you? Have you heard skin color? Okay. About you, Snigdha? Am I seriously? Okay. All right. So, the point is, if you have heard statements like this, congratulations, you have been body shamed. And body shame, just to start with, body shame is a type of a bully. So, if you have told this to someone, or if you have been uh, told these statements, so either you have been bullied or you have bullied someone else. So, yeah, height, weight, skin color, everything, right? So body shaming is perhaps, how you can define body shaming. It is the act of mocking a person's physical appearance. So when I say physical appearance, it can be on the basis of height, it can be on the basis of body weight, it can be on the basis of the skin color, or body hair. So it is like there are different names for that. You have fat shaming, you have color shaming, which we also call racism, and of course body shaming. So body shaming is the entire umbrella under which you get so many things coming up to that. All right. So now the problem with body shaming is it has been normalized. It is like it is accepted as a part of our society. And it's very sad that body shaming starts from your home. Body shaming starts from your relatives. I have heard all of that, 70% of it from my relatives, not from outsiders, not from strangers. Nowadays, you also have body shaming being done on social media when you post something and then they suddenly start calling you, start shaming you because of your age, because of your weight, because of anything else. But primarily, body shaming starts from childhood, body shaming starts from your home, and body shaming definitely starts from your near and dear ones, right? And you would be scrutinized, your body is scrutinized, your appearance is scrutinized almost in every family functions. Or as children, children are the one, it starts from in case you have height issue, in case you have less hair on your in case you have color, skin color, you are on the darker side of the complexion. So people start doing this body shaming not only on a regular basis but also specific to family functions or things where you really cannot escape the situation. And the worst part is it has been so normalized in our society. And when I say our society, I'm not talking about Indian society, I'm talking about society worldwide, globally. Body shaming is not Indian only, it is a global issue, right? So it is never ending, body shaming. And I'm sure all of you are watching me live or who are going to watch me in the recorded version, you might have faced this. And if you have not faced this, you're one of those person who have not gone, you do not have to go through this trauma of body shaming. Body shaming is extremely traumatic experience. For example, you are about to eat something. I'm going to share one experience of mine. I was about I think in standard 4, and it was my brother's marriage. So one of my sister-in-laws, I came from school directly to the marriage, and I am even my daughter is having very less hair, so people poke on that. I get so angry. Yeah, I'll tell you how to handle them. So these people, so my sister-in-law was there. I went to my brother's marriage directly from my school, and over there I was about to eat something. So there was this fish fry kind of a stuff, and I was very hungry because at standard 4, what was my age? I don't even remember. So I was about to eat, I still remember that incident. I was so young and so many years have passed after that, but I remember that incident. My sister-in-law snatched the plate away from me and said, और कितना खाएगी, फट जाएगी, मुझे खाने दे. And she went away. That day, the entire day, I was without food. Nobody knows about this. I told this to my mother about a few months back. It happened years back. I still remember that instance. Similarly, there are so many body shaming instances we go through or we subject people to, and this kind of breaks them internally, and they don't forget those instances because it might not hurt now, but it will hurt. It actually breaks your confidence level at that time, and people stop looking at them, looking at the mirror. I know people who have stopped looking at mirrors. They don't look at mirror anymore because they have been body shamed so much. And this body shame does not only mean weight. I'm telling again and again, complexion. Snigdha is saying she has been body shamed for complexion. I mean, seriously? And why would I? What is complexion? Everything is a color, and why do I have to differentiate between color? So, these things we are subjected to from our home, from our friends, from our near and dear ones. And then it breaks our confidence, it breaks our self esteem to the core. To that extent that when I grow up and whenever I face similar issues, it kind of triggers in different ways. That's the impact of body shaming. And now, why do you think somebody body shames someone? Before I answer that. So I see there are about 6 people watching me right now. So why do you think, if you have been body shamed, which I think you might have been, that's why you are watching this. Why do you think people body shame someone? Why? What is their motto? Why do you think? Anyone? Any reason? Why do you think you have been body shamed? Because of your height, because of your color, because of your weight? Why do you think? Because they are insecure about themselves? Brilliant. Anything else? Anything else? What is their primary motive to body shame you? What's their motive? So let's say if I tell somebody, oh my God, look at them. Okay, when I was fat, people used to tell me, don't eat much. You will look like a football. And now when I've lost so much weight, nowadays people tells me each and every day, তুই তো কিছুই খাস না, মরেই যাবি. Okay, all right. So, yeah, okay, forget it. I'll answer that. What is the motive? Why are people doing this? Are they really concerned? That's why they are doing it. Do you really think they are concerned? Or what is the actual motive? Anyone? Apart from Surbi just said that they are insecure about themselves, which is true. Anything else? No one? To make us feel miserable? Exactly my point. To break the person's confidence. That's it. To make you feel miserable, to break your confidence. Why? Because they are insecure about themselves, and by putting you down, they are those, not at all. They just need to poke. Right. They just want you to make you feel miserable, because they are those kind of people who likes to reach height by stepping onto somebody else's success or somebody else's confidence. That's this kind of people, right? So it breaks your confidence, and first of all, breaking you, making you feel miserable, breaking your confidence levels. And most importantly, they have this very incorrect concept of beauty. Their beauty is looks photoshopped pictures of models, those beauty of airbrush pictures, unhealthy dieting, and all these leads to various disorders. Body shaming is not a disorder, but because of body shaming, we have a huge chunk of people, both males and females, suffering from anorexia. What is anorexia? Anorexia is the disorder in which you are so paranoid that you don't want to eat. Even if you eat, you will vomit out everything so that you don't gain body weight. You become so paranoid about body weight. And because of which you at least lose 85% of your body weight. You look like a skeleton at that time. And because of low body weight, you have low blood pressure, you have so many other health issues. That's what they do. And they have this stereotypical idea of how a man would look like, how a girl would look like, how, and they start comparing you with those photoshopped Insta reels and those pictures, those billboard things. That's what they try and do. But what does it lead to? It leads to depression, it leads to anxiety, it leads to various food disorders, it leads to unhealthy dieting, and most importantly, it can actually also lead to suicidal tendencies. I have had handled at least 3 cases where these people, two female, one male, who tried to take their life because they have been body shamed so much. One for color, one for their body, one for their height, and one for their weight. And from my childhood, I've faced so many things about body shaming. Like, I'm short in height. Every time they make fun of me about my height. Yeah, I know. In fact, I have seen people saying that तुम तो अच्छा hand rest बनोगे. So they become like this, and like hand rest ऐसे करके रख सकते हैं. That's what they do with height. And people, I have seen people with darker complexions are much more beautiful than people who have those so-called fairer complexion. And I've seen those people, they are like, रात को मत निकलो, दिखोगे ही नहीं. These are the kind of statements. Probably they are just laughing and saying all these things. But the fact is, they are actually bullying someone. Body shaming is a bully. You are either bullying someone or you are a part of the bully. Okay? So, often people gain weight or lose weight because of some health issues also. There can be genetic problems, there can be thyroid issues, there can be a host of other issues. Nobody wants to know anything, they just want to keep their opinion, because everybody likes to point fingers at others rather than looking at the 3 fingers pointing at them. So that is the aspect of body shaming. So just because you are a little healthy does not mean that you are fat. That does not mean that or let me put it in this way, just because you're slim does not mean you're healthy, or just because you're fat does not mean you're unhealthy. The concept of healthy, unhealthy, dark, fair, long, short, everything is very stereotypical. And people have been looking at beauty, people have been looking at the concept of how a person should look like from these colored filters, and which have been growing from in our society for a long period of time. But now the question is, how do you handle this? I am taller than my husband. He have to face a lot of rubbish words for me, but he take it sportingly. But I get depressed, I start reacting and start fighting with people. Okay, tell me, Snigdha, if you are taller than your husband, what can you do? I mean, what does people want you to do? Either cut yourself a little bit inches here and there so that you become short, or expect your husband to wear heels. It's useless, it's bogus. I mean, I get so furious when it comes to body shaming, because I have seen people losing their confidence. Those people who are so talented, they're filled with talent, but just because of this body shaming, they are not able to have that confidence of coming out of it, because they feel they will be judged. And somewhere, when they are constantly being body shamed, they do what they start body shaming themselves. I have also seen that. I know one person particularly who have been body shamed since childhood, and now that person has actually started shaming her own body more than others are doing, because she has believed what others said. And that's what people will do. If they constantly keep on telling you all these things, that's what you will do. That's what it does to your brain, does to your thinking pattern. And I've faced many health issues. That's why I've lost so much of my hair. I get judged by that also. I know. I have seen people doing it in front of me also. I get furious. In fact, I also had a very, I was on the healthier side for a long period of my life, and I lost about 15-20 kilos about a couple of years back. So when I did that, suddenly they said, oh my God, what did you do? And then again, when maybe because the body weight keeps on fluctuating a little bit because of other genetic issues, they don't understand it. They will keep on commenting on all these things. In fact, I still remember I went to an occasion about a year back, before the a couple of years back, and this person just tells me, "Oh, you came for the lunch, right? Lunch party, but you look very full. Why do you want to eat?" I was like, by that time, I have got over this insecurities, and I answered what I had. I don't want to say what I exactly I answered because you will probably laugh off. But yeah, I did answer that. So basically, I just said that person was about 80 years old, and this person told me this thing. I said that you are also so old, you are also alive, just like that. I have also come to eat. What is the problem in that? So body shaming, countering that, you need to have comebacks. And you might be telling me, हर जगह तो जवाब देना possible नहीं होता. I cannot answer everywhere. Probably yes. Either you can ignore because you do not need to listen to everything. You do not need to listen to everything. You don't need to listen to all judgmental people around you. You don't need to do that. Either you can do that, ignore them, or you can answer them back, because sometimes it is important to show the actual place to these people, because if you keep on ignoring and ignoring, sometimes they get too much on your nerves, and you really don't need to accept all those opinions about others, right? And that's why I also have the another session this month, kuch to log kahenge. So what can we do? The first things first is you need to understand what was your answer. We are waiting. I just answered, Dipanjan. I said in Bengali, so I'm going to say it in Bengali only. Otherwise, the essence is lost somewhere. So people who do not understand Bengali, please pardon me. So he's my uncle, all right. He tells me, "Oh, তুই আবার খাবি লাঞ্চে এসেছিস, দেখে তো মনে হচ্ছে খেয়ে এসেছিস." It is like 2019 I'm talking about. তখন হচ্ছে, ওমা তোমার তো এত বয়স হয়েছে, তো তোমার তো এখনো অবধি এখানে থাকার কথা নয়, তুমি তো দিব্যি দেখছি বেঁচে আছো. That was my answer. And he was like stunned, because that was the first time I answered. And it was a room full of people. Because it was in the same room full of people I had been body shamed for 32 years. And in the same room full of people, once I can answer them back. My mother was like, ki bolchish? I said exactly what I wanted to say. And I just walked out. That's it. And I had the food. Trust me, I did not walk out without the food. Yeah, I said that. Surbi, I said that. Because I sat in front of him with the food, and I kept looking at him and having my food. And I did everything. So, but the thing is, sometimes it is very important to answer people. Sometimes it's very, very important, In fact, I remember my own siblings. When I went with my ex to them, that just meet each other. Now both of them are of the same category, useless. But when I went there, my sister started body shaming me in front of him, saying that please tell her something to do something about her figure. Now I am on the the lower side and she's on the heavier side. Kya matlab, karma happened. What can we do? So the first things first is you need to decide on your support network. You need to decide on your circle. It is very important to decide on your circle, because if there are 5 people trying to bring you down, you need to find out that one person who will be there to lift you up, because it is that one person who can help you to gain or revive that confidence within yourself, and probably get to the get on your foot and answer for yourself, right? So you need to decide whether you really want to have those kind of people in your circle at all or not. You can ignore them. You don't need to answer them back. You can just okay, thank you, bye bye. You can have that kind of an attitude also. But my best thing is retaliation. Sometimes retaliation is good, because otherwise it breaks your confidence. If they tell you 5 times, at least once you can retaliate. And I'm telling you as a mental health expert only, because it will help you to find that confidence within you to be happy with what you have. At least your body parts are functioning. All of your body parts are functioning. So even if you are slim, you are fair, you are good height, and let's say your kidney is damaged, let's say your lung is damaged, what can you do? What can you do about that? Can I shame you? Oh my God, your lungs are not working. Oh my God, your kidney is not working. How bad? What are you going to do with this? Can we even say all these things? That's so inhuman. Yeah, education is definitely, the education is not about paper education. It's something that goes within you. I also don't tolerate any shit and answer, so people also call me Jhogrute from my childhood. Even I protest behalf of other person as well. Let them say. See, if you don't say anything, they will say you are spineless. If you say anything, they will tell you Jhogrute. So kuch to log kahenge, but just stand up, fight for your own self-respect. It's very important. You are however you are, you're beautiful in your own aspect. Everybody is beautiful. You really don't need to shame anything. The only thing that is shameful is the mentality with which people are body shaming others. That's only shameful. Rest everything is beautiful. So what kind of retaliation can we give? I have jotted down a few retaliation. Okay, I want to read out. So let's say a body shamer is saying that no one wants to see your big hooters. Keep them under wraps next time. If somebody says something like this, you can either answer them with a proper clapback retaliation. So there are two kind of retaliation. Either बहुत प्यार से समझाओ या फिर ऐसा समझाओ कि पता चले कि झापर पड़ रहा है उनके चेहरे पे. So any kind of retaliation. So one retaliation can be no one wants to say your face either, or with love, I'm glad they grabbed your attention. All right, jo chahe, figure out which one works with you in what situation. Next, this is another body shaming. I'm not sure if Dipanjan is here. Dipanjan, even if you're here, please pardon me, but I have to say this. Another kind of body shaming is when people, this is particularly for females, when they body shame you because of your small breast size. I have seen that too. So, and the typical statement they use is, what do you call that? Bee stings? So, that is the statement they use. A clapback retaliation is, I didn't ask you and neither did anyone else. Otherwise, thanks for noticing. At least something is noticeable in me. Next one is, you should be a burger. You are so thin. Clapback is, I could eat a burger and put on some weight, but you're rude and there is no cure for that. And the lovable thing is, are you asking me out for a date? Okay, the next one is, I thought there was an earthquake, but it was just you walking down the street. I have heard this. Okay, so the clapback retaliation is, that was you measuring a 9.9 on the heartless Richter scale. Or with love, you can respond, what you felt was a connection between you and I felt it too. It is destructive. The next body shamer is, you will never be skinny, so stop trying dieting. The clapback is, you will never be happy. Oh wait, you're not even trying. And the lovable response can be, what I do in my personal time is actually none of your business, but thanks for thinking of me. Next one is, don't lose too much of weight. You won't find a date or a suitable match for yourself. Clapback is, my husband will be relieved. And the lovable response is, so you love me just the way I am? Next one, in what universe do you think it's okay for you to wear that dress on that figure? Clapback is, in my universe, and it would be better off without you. Love is, in my universe, would you like to take a tour of that? Body shaming, another one is, go on a diet, which I think I've heard millions of times. Clapback is, if you're trying to sell one, I am not interested. And love is, I'm so glad you're concerned about my weight, but you're not my doctor. So, these are the various statements. I'm just giving you, just random statements that I've jotted down and I've said in my life. Either you can be absolutely on spot, or you can be, am I the only guy joined? Yeah, Dipanjan, you're the only guy joined. Probably other guys will watch it later on. But I'm happy that at least you joined. Thank you for joining. So, you can either be on spot by answering them, or you can be properly with love, with a lot of sarcasm, you can also answer that. But it is important to respond, because if you do not, you're encouraging them to say these mean statements to others, right? So just remember a few things. you have to accept yourself the way you are, because at least every organ of your body is working, and that's more important than being thin, fat, black, white, and all those nonsense stuffs. And if you're accepting yourself the way you are, that is perhaps the best retaliation you can give to anybody, because you don't give a damn to what others think. That's the best thing, because action speaks louder than words. Sometimes the best comeback is nothing at all. You just look at them and then start doing your work as if they don't exist in your world. And always remember something: speak up for yourself, because if you stop taking unless you stop taking or treating like a doormat, then nobody else will, right? Yeah, Ronak had joined. I think he's not there right now. Is not there right now. So I want to say something before I finish off today's life. That is, life is too short to be concerned about other people's opinion. Ronak, you can watch the live later on the recording, the entire one, then you will understand what to say. So, and thank you for joining, Ronak. So, life is, too short to consider other people's opinion, and the only thing that should matter is what you feel about yourself, how you feel about and your opinions. That is all that would matter, because if you stop comparing yourself to others, then automatically you will stop accepting other people's opinion about yourself, and the body shamers will no longer affect you. So just be happy the way you are. Just accept how you are. Whether you have less hair, whether you are dark, whether you are white, whether you are this, whether you are that, at least be a human being. And that's far more important in this world, right? So that's pretty much I wanted to convey today in the body shaming session. And those who have not watched, watch it later on. You can comment on that and I will be happy to respond. Thank you everyone for joining. Have a wonderful evening ahead.